very, very limited. But one thing I do know, I learned the first thing in Yugoslavia, how to count so I wouldn't get screwed over with money. Jedan, dva, tri, četiri, pet, šest, sedam, osam, devet, deset. 20.000 funti. So that was the trip there. Milošević, when we were under NATO bombing, he moved for a while to is it the White House, the Plava, which was Tito's house, just for a short while, because I believed that they would not, because they wanted to assassinate him. I knew that there, but they didn't want to, they couldn't bring people on board because I would have known about it. There, I had very, very, very good information from Brussels. I went to school with one of Tony Blair's chief advisors. So I had some very, very good connections there. And they would obviously were going to bomb, but they wouldn't bomb Tito's house because it's historic. So I banked on the, but let me tell you, he's the president, you know, of Serbia and Montenegro. There was a problem with the toilet. It didn't flush. He never even had the power to call a plumber. You'd have to go through a number of channels, even during bloody wartime, because the communist regime is still the mentality in Serbia that everything done in triplicate, rešenje, you know, spisak and all that nonsense, and ugovor and all of those things there. Everything had to be done by the book. And remember, the president of Serbia is today Alex Vučić. He can authorize war, but he cannot order it. He can authorize the use of force, but it is for the military to decide when that is to be used. And not many people understood that. People put the blame on Milošević that he ordered. No, he did not. He did not have the presidential powers. And the same, let me tell you, is in America. Trump and Biden can authorize a strike anywhere, but they cannot order it. There are distinguishing factors. And they copied that from the Yugoslav presidency's powers. And that's something that you need to understand. He died in prison, in my view, unlawfully. He died an innocent man. If we live in a democratic society, he was not convicted. I predicted that he and Saddam would die in prison, you know, because that was the will. Now, was he killed? Was he murdered? At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because we cannot hold America and the UK to account.